Hey guys, what's going on? I want to talk a little bit about Samuel L. Jackson and the future of Mace Windu, so be careful of possible spoilers, although it's really kind of theoretical, but we're going to talk about some things that were said at Star Wars Celebration, as well as the possible future of the character, if there is one. So, with that being said, let's go forward. Now, if you follow Samuel L. Jackson at all, you know he's a big Star Wars fan, that he definitely has said in the past that he wants Mace Windu he thinks Mace Windu is still alive. He wants to reprise the role. That's certainly no secret to a lot of his fans and followers, but there is certainly something more to it now. At least that's how it seems. So this year at Star Wars Celebration, Samuel L. Jackson was on screen. Basically, he couldn't be here in person, but he was, videoed in at the 40th anniversary panel to kind of wish everybody well, and he started kind of elaborating a little bit on Mace Windu. And basically what he said was that a Jedi can fall from great heights and still survive. And then he went on to cite that he still has two hands in person, but he knows that they come back stronger and powerful, and they can have mechanical limbs. He then went on to say that Mace Windu is awaiting his return. Let's make it happen. And he was addressing Kathleen Kennedy here, and he says, "Kathy, all you gotta do is say the word. See you soon on screen, I hope." Now, this was pretty awesome. The crowd went nuts. Everybody their jaw was on the floor. And it was kind of like laughed off. And so the crowd was left thinking, boy, he really loves the character, wants to play the character again. Now, I think, in addition to Samuel L. Jackson being enthusiastic about Star Wars and really, charismatic about his character and his portrayal of the character. I mean, Mace Windu is an awesome character. I think there's more to it than that. I think there's more to it than that because I think it might be a slight teaser for things to come, because of the fact that that was a pre-recorded message. Now, if Disney had no plans at all of bringing Mace Windu back, I don't think they would have allowed that. I don't think they would have allowed that level of false hype for something that's blatantly not coming or not ever coming. And they could have easily just edited that video or chosen not to air that video or asked him to leave a few things out. But instead, they chose to air that video in its entirety. Now, or at least that's what we got. There may have been some other stuff that was edited out, but it didn't appear to be edited. And so that tells me something. That tells me that this is a teaser for things to come. A slight teaser, just to try to kind of test the waters. It may not be coming right away. I don't actually expect to see Samuel L. Jackson coming back, or Mace Windu rather, coming back in Rebels Season 4. But at best, they might possibly tease Mace Windu's survival without actually bringing Mace Windu back. We might see someone with a purple lightsaber because, his lightsaber is also missing. At least as far as I know. If if you've read a story or somewhere where it says exactly what happened to Mace Windu's lightsaber, I'd love to hear about it. But in all of the new canon books I've read and everything that I've seen so far, there's no mention of it. So I have a feeling now that he is going to be coming back, but I don't think it'll be in Rebels. I think it'll be in whatever comes after Rebels. They have said that this is not the end of animation, that more is coming, and I have a feeling, a very strong feeling, as a matter of fact, that we're going to have a kind of like a Darth Maul-esque, story for what happens, the aftermath of Mace Windu. Now, it could be good, it could be bad. It might, some people have theorized that he's a broken man now, and, because he kind of, he walked the line between the light and the dark to become more powerful, and that's one of the reasons why he was able to, stand toe-to-toe against the Emperor. And so, he may have crossed that line in all of, in the devastation that occurred after the Emperor took control. So, also after losing his limbs and getting betrayed by Anakin, and then all of the Jedi, everybody he's known is killed, or, who knows, man. This guy could be a broken individual, or he could go crazy, or there's all kinds of different stories, And the thing is, they're not just going to bring him back because he's a fan favorite for no reason. Right? I mean, that is a reason, but they're not just going to bring him back. They're going to, if they're going to bring somebody back, it has to be a reason, and I don't see a good enough reason right now with the way Rebels is wrapping up. They have other things they have to wrap up, more important things, I think. I I just don't see it happening. I do see the possibility for either him to appear in some other movie if they do another standalone film that, you know, takes place after Episode 3. I can see that. Or I can see him possibly tying in to, you know, maybe if they do Luke's Jedi Academy, he could eventually surface and, you know, offer some advice or potentially be an antagonist to that. And maybe he says, you know, he's the jaded Force user who ends up showing up and saying, no, you shouldn't be teaching them this. They'll betray you just like I was betrayed, or something like that. You know, there's all kinds of different arcs. There's a whole world of story that they could attribute to this character that it just doesn't seem to fit with where Rebels is going right now. But maybe you disagree with me. Maybe I'm wrong. And that's where we get into the comments. So tell me what you think. First off, do you think Mace Windu is coming back? Second off, if so, do you think it'll be in Rebels or will it be in something else? Or do you agree with me that it's going to be in something else? I'd say I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he absolutely is coming back, because there's no way they would have aired that if he wasn't. I mean, because he's been vocal about it in the past, and they don't want to tease, you know, something that's not coming. That's why they don't answer my questions about lightsaber nunchucks, because unfortunately they're not coming. But if they were, they'd be like, oh, well, maybe we'll think about it, you know, and there'd be like these maybes and these teases and stuff. And that's what they do. They tease stuff that's coming. So I'm saying he is coming, but it may not be for a few years. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the little bell to get new content as it comes out. You'll be alerted for that. And, you know, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.